Welcome back to another video in Microsoft Azure Learning. So in the previous video, we talked about Azure and its cloud services. And also I said your data is not going to be in your data center. It's going to be in Microsoft data center. But what is Microsoft data center and where it is located? So in this video, we will understand Microsoft Azure Global Infrastructure, how Microsoft manage the data centers globally. So Azure is not just one big data center located in US or Europe. It's a global network of data centers spread across the world, as you can see in the picture, from east to west and north to south. Microsoft has designed Azure to provide you the availability, fault tolerance, and low latency. And how Microsoft achieve this? By having data centers in almost all across the world. And this is how the people from India to Japan to US, they're able to use Microsoft Azure services by regions and availability zones across the world. And that is what called as Microsoft Global Infrastructure. If you would like to see the data centers that runs the Microsoft Azure, then I request you to visit to datacenters.microsoft.com/globe/explore. This help you to understand where are these Microsoft data centers located. You have different views. You can view as a table or as a map, or you can also view as a globe. And also you can filter by a region. You can see the availability zone, and also you can see industry compliance, global compliance. And if you want to have a virtual tour to Microsoft data center, then you can click here, and this is going to help you to see the data center virtually. Now you see the data centers here. You can first enter to the lobby, then you click to explore the lobby. Then you can see this is how the data center lobby looks. You have a reception handling, you have a scanning here. So this is just a virtual tour to the data center. Then you can go to the operation room. Now let's explore the operation room. So this is where the experts, they are watching the data center performance activities and all. So I request you to explore the global view and also the regions availability from this website. It looks nice to have a quick look to understand how Microsoft handles their data center for Azure. So we are talking about Microsoft Azure Global Infrastructure. And now let's understand why global infrastructure matters from an administrator point of view. The location where the infrastructure that your Azure workloads are going to run is critical for you. For example, if the data center fails due to a natural calamity, your application should still run, right? Something happened in one corner of the world shouldn't affect your application. Users shouldn't notice any downtime. So, Azure Global Design allows admin to deploy applications closer to the user. If you're developing an application and you want to meet the country specific rules like European Union, they have specific rules when it comes to data protection. You can implement the application in EU based Microsoft Azure data centers and meet those compliances. So without building your own data centers in different part of the world, that's not practical, of course. So without building your own data centers in different part of the world, the resilient architecture that Azure Global Infrastructure provides you gonna help you to run your application by meeting all the requirements like compliance and availability. To understand it more clearly, let's say you have an application that running in a Windows server and you are running it in Microsoft Azure. You need to make sure that this application always available for everyone. So what you can do, you can run your server in US data center, and also in Europe data center, and somewhere in Japan or Korea. Then if any issue on one data center due to some natural calamities or power outage, the users are still going to be connected because the data centers spread across the globe and your application is distributed into different data centers. So you achieve the availability regardless of any failures on some corner of the world. Now let's begin with the terminologies. Since you are learning Microsoft Azure or you are new to the cloud, you will learn new terminologies, and here onwards we will be using that terminology. So it is very important to understand what each terminology means. Azure Region is one of the terminology that you are gonna hear regularly when you learn Microsoft Cloud. So Azure Region is a geographical location where Microsoft operate data center. Each region is independent, has its own power, cooling, and networking, and which allows you to deploy resources close to the user. For example, East US is one region, West Europe is another region, UAE North is another region. So, as an admin, you always choose a region when creating any Microsoft Azure resources. You always choose a region. You cannot just create a virtual machine by just writing a name and CPU and memory. You will be choosing where you're going to place this virtual machine. So when in Microsoft Azure, the first thing you do is you select the region where you want to place the virtual machine. You can think of in a way like if your users are in Middle East, choosing a nearby region helps you to reduce the latency and improve the performance. In other way, if you have some restrictions in terms of compliance, then you can choose a data center that meet that compliance. So you choose a region based upon the requirement. Now let's take West Europe as an example. Inside the West Europe region, we have three data centers. So this is how you can say a region is a geographical location, and each geographical location can have one or more than data centers. So it doesn't mean that every region will have three data centers. It can be one or three. But for the example I said, West Europe, it have three data centers. So region is the geographical location. Each geographical location can have one or more data centers. Another concept is called Azure region pairs. So Asian regions, for example, are grouped into region pairs. So if one region goes down due to a major incident, the paired region act as a backup. Microsoft also uses the region pairs to ensure that the maintenance does not affect both region at once, and also it provides better disaster recovery options for the administrators. Now let's move to the second terminology. This is about the availability zone. So in the first terminology that we discussed, it was Azure region, and now we are going to talk about availability zone. An availability zone comes inside a region. Availability zone exists inside a region. So in each region, like East US or West Europe, each region you will find multiple zones, and each of this zone, like I marked in this picture, each zone is a separate physical data center isolated from failures in the other zone, which means if one data center results a power failure or a network issue, the other data center in that zone remain unaffected. So even if one zones fail, the other continue to operate. So let's summarize this video. Azure region is a geographical location. You call it as West Europe, East US, UAE North, something like that. Inside Azure region, there are one or more data centers, and these data centers are called as availability zones. That's it. See you in the next video.